I've analyzed more than 50 different prop firms, and now I'm gonna tell you what are the 5 best one-step challenge prop firms currently on the market. Each one of these prop firms offer incredibly good condition, and one of them even allow you to become a 7-figure trader by just passing one single challenge. Also, if at any point during this video you would like to try any of these prop firms, you can do so by clicking the links in the video description. Using those links will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any discount or promotion currently available. So, if you're serious about using the best one-step challenge prop firm, I suggest you use those links. And now, let's start with the video. The first prop firm in my list is instantfunding.io. I decided to pick this prop firm because when it comes to one-phase challenges, they offer the highest maximum overall drawdown. In fact, as we can see, after we select one phase and then we select the account size that we want to use, if we still scroll a bit down, we can see that the maximum drawdown is 8%, which is already pretty good. But selecting this add-on, as you can see, now the maximum drawdown is at 10%, which is literally the highest that I was able to find. Not only that, this drawdown is also static and is based on the starting balance, which of course make it better and easier to track compared to a trailing drawdown. Additionally, if you want, you can also select this add-on that will lower your profit target by 2%. So by picking this two add-on, now you have a one-step challenge where your maximum overall drawdown is 10% and your profit target is only 8%. In my opinion, the only negative aspect of this challenge is the fact that the daily drawdown is only 3%. In fact, this is probably one of the lowest between all the prop firms that I'm going to show you. When it comes to the other rules, as you can see, the profit split is 80%, but again, with an add-on, it can be increased to up to 90%. You have a scaling plan that allows you to increase the amount of capital under management without needing to purchase other challenges. The minimum trading days is 3. You are able to hold trades overnight, and you can also hold trades over the weekend. When it comes to the leverage, as you can see, for currency, the maximum is 1 to 100, while for commodities, indices, and crypto, the leverage is lower. Additionally, if you are somebody that is interested in being able to trade major news, if you select this add-on here, you will also be able to open, close, and manage your trade even during red folder news. Of course, you might be subject to slippage or higher spread, but with this add-on, you won't risk breaching any rules if you decide to trade during these moments. Now I would like to log in into an instant funding account to give you an idea of what are the spreads that you can expect to get. So we are inside an instant funding account, and as you can see here on the left we have a list of a few instruments, and for example when it comes to GBP USD we have a spread currently of around 4 to 5. Instead, if we look at something like gold, which is a really popular asset to trade, in this case the spread is going to be 15, which in my opinion is average and is a spread that will allow you to trade profitably. For something like Euro JPY, the spread is around 14-15, and then of course here, if we click on all symbols, we have a list of all the assets that we are able to trade. So overall, I would say that the spreads are pretty reasonable. I don't think you will have any particular problem since they are in line with the rest of the market. Last thing about instant funding is that if you decide to purchase a challenge from them, once you get to the checkout page, if you scroll down and it asks you about a discount code, if you insert the code that you see right now on the screen, AF Cherry Blossom Akura, and then click on verify, as you can see, you're going to receive a discount on your challenge. So if you decide to go with instant funding, I suggest you use this coupon code, so you're gonna save some money. Next on the list, we have found your FX. I decided to pick this prop firm because when it comes to one-step challenges, they offer a really interesting feature. In fact, as you can see here, they don't have any daily drawdown. So this means that during your challenge, you only have to worry about the maximum drawdown, which in this case is 7%. Now, when it comes to the other feature of this challenge, as you can see, no matter the size of your account, you're always gonna have the opportunity to scale. For example, if you go with a 5K account, you're gonna have the opportunity to scale to up to 150,000, or if you decide to go with the maximum size, which is 100,000, you have the opportunity to scale up to $3 million. When it comes to profit sharing, it is up to 95%. You don't have any time limit to complete the challenge. There are no minimum trading days required, and the profit target is 10%. As I told you before, you don't have any daily drawdown, which in my opinion is something great. The total maximum drawdown is 7%. the maximum leverage is up to 1 to 100, and the moment you complete the first step, you're also gonna receive a 100% refund. When it comes to pricing, as you can see here, I think the FundYourFX is really competitive. In fact, you can get a 5k challenge for as low as $65. Instead, if you decide to go with the maximum allocation with just $630, you're gonna have the opportunity to trade a $100,000 account. Also, when it comes to trading condition, FundYourFX doesn't disappoint. As you can see, I'm inside the FundYourFX account, and here on the left we can see a few of the instruments that you can trade and what are the spread that you can expect to get. So, for example, for USD JPY, currently there is a spread of around 4. For Euro USD, the spread is 3. If we look for something like gold, in this case the spread is a bit higher compared to instant funding, for example. So if you like to trade this instrument, maybe you should go with instant funding rather than FundYourFX. But for other instruments, like for example JBP USD, as you can see the spread is 3, which is in this case lower than instant funding. So if you mainly trade forex pair, I think that FundYourFX could be a better choice. Next on the list we have Sure Leverage Funding. I decided to include this prop firm in this list because in my opinion currently they offer the best value for your money when it comes to one-step challenges. As you can see, if you select a 5k one-step challenge, it's only gonna cost you $29, and also the conditions are pretty good. In fact, the maximum daily drawdown is going to be 4%, the maximum overall drawdown 8%, the profit target is 8%, you have an unlimited amount of days to complete the challenge, the consistency rule only apply on the funded account, so during phase 1 you don't have to follow any consistency rule, there is a minimum trading days of 5, the maximum leverage is 1 to 50, when it comes to the profit split it can get up to 100%, and the payout request can be done every 14 days. If you decide to go with a bigger allocation, so let's say you pick a $200,000 challenge, as you can see the price is still pretty reasonable. In fact, you're only gonna be paying $524, and the conditions remain basically the same. Additionally, another interesting aspect of Sure Leverage Trading is that, as you can see here, if we go on the FAQ section and we select one step challenge, at this question, can I trade news? The answer is yes, news trading is now allowed during the evaluation and live phase. And if this wasn't clear enough, I actually contacted the customer support and I asked, is there any limitation regarding news trading? And their answer was no, there isn't. So this means that if you decide to go with Sure Leverage Trading, not only you're gonna be able to purchase really affordable challenges, but you're also gonna be able to trade the news without any restriction. Next, we have City Trader Imperium. I decided to pick this prop firm because in my opinion this is the perfect compromise between FundYourFX and Sure Leverage Trading. As you can see, if you select a $10,000 one-step challenge, the price is only going to be $79, which makes City Trader Imperium similar to Sure Leverage Trading. But at the same time, you're only going to have a maximum trailing drawdown. In fact, there is no maximum daily drawdown, which makes City Trader Imperium similar to FundYourFX. Additionally, the profit target is only going to be 8%, you don't have any time limit to complete the challenge, the maximum trailing drawdown is 5%, and you have to do at least a minimum of 3 profitable days to pass the challenge. Once you're a funded trader, you're gonna be able to access a scaling plans, you're still not going to have any maximum daily drawdown, while the maximum trailing drawdown is still 5%. A few more features about City Trader Imperium is the fact that, as you can see, you have a 100% refundable fee, you have a 50% reset discount, so if you fail a challenge and you would like to purchase a new one, you're gonna receive a discount, you're gonna have a payout on demand, and once you reach a certain level of profitability, you also have the potential to receive a monthly salary. Not only that, you're also allowed to hold the trades over the weekend and overnight, news trading is allowed and you only have to follow a few rules that I'll show you later, and the maximum drawdown is based on the balance, which of course is always a good thing to have. When it comes to the scaling plan, as you can see here, every time you reach a profit target of 10%, the overall size of your account is going to be increased until you reach a maximum allocation of $200,000. As I told you before, with City Trader Imperium, news trading is allowed and you don't have any restriction regarding when you can open, close or manage your trades. The only thing that they look for is that you don't take advantage of this period of increased volatility. In fact, if they notice that every time there is a red folder news event, you tend to over leverage or exponentially increase the size of your position, your account may be limited or you might receive a soft breach warning. So my suggestion is, if you plan to trade the news with this prop firm, simply keep your position size consistent so you won't risk raising any red flag. Finally, the last prop firm on this list is Lux Trading Firm. And as I told you at the beginning, this is the prop firm that allows you to become a 7-figure trader by just passing a one-step evaluation. In fact, as you can see here, they have a $1 million evaluation, which is gonna cost you around £1,000. But if we scroll down and we look at the characteristic of this challenge, we can see that this is simply a one-step challenge where you have an evaluation phase, and once you pass it, you're gonna immediately go on the live markets. More specifically, you're gonna have a profit target of 15% and the maximum overall loss of 6%. So you don't have any maximum daily loss. And once you are funded, as you can see, the profit share is 75%, which is a bit lower compared to all the other prop firms in this video. But of course, here we are talking about a $1 million account. So even if the profit share is lower, the amount of money that you're gonna receive is probably higher. Not only that, as you can see, once you're funded, you're also gonna have the opportunity to scale to up to $10 million. Two more features that I really like about Lux Trading Firm are: number one is the fact that you have the opportunity to receive a stable salary and an audited track record. And these two things are really important. The stable salary is because in this way you don't have to worry about your recurring expenses, like for example rent or bills, so you can put your entire focus on trading and you won't trade your P&L, but you will actually trade the markets and what you see on the charts. While the audited track record is important because if in the future you would like to work for a fund manager or a bank, presenting this type of document will immediately increase your credibility as a trader and will show that you have a track record and you know what you are doing. The second feature that I really like about this prop firm is the fact that once you become a funded trader, you are not left by yourself, but you constantly have access to webinar and workshop where profitable trader will help you sharpen your skill, and you're also going to get access to a personal risk manager that will help you assess risk whenever you take a trade and will also help you manage your capital. So there you have it. These, in my opinion, were the 5 best one-step challenges prop firm currently on the market. As I told you at the beginning, if you would like to try any of these prop firm, you can do so by clicking the links in the video description. Using those links will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any promotion or discount currently available. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and until next time, happy trades!